Chris Parker. I'm the producer of Obsidian Entertainment on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. And the demo I'm going to be showing you today is taken from 2 levels from that game. Now, the game itself is set in the exact same time period as the first game, which is about 4,000 years before the events of the movies. But the story in the game picks up about 5 years after the events that took place in Knights of the Old Republic. Now, this first level I'm showing you is a pretty interesting level. It's Telos, and it really sort of demonstrates a lot of the methodology that went into our work on the sequel. It was actually mentioned in the first game, but you never actually got to travel there. So now in the sequel, we're building upon that history and that backstory and letting you go to this planet that was mentioned quite a bit in the first game. One of the first things you'll notice is that we've tried to, as much as possible, really breathe life into the areas. So for example, here we've added lightning, we've added rain, there's new characters that have been added into the level, and really we think that this creates a very immersive level that will actually draw the players in. Now, Telos here is one of 7 different worlds that are in the game, and each of these worlds is made up of a variety of different environments. So the player is always going to be seeing different things and having different experiences on each of the worlds. This character over here that's busy fighting is Mira. She's a bounty hunter, and she's one of 10 new characters that's actually able to join your party in the game. But not all the characters that can join your party are brand new for Knights of the Old Republic 2. There are actually a number of characters who are coming back from the first game, and they fill a variety of different roles. They can either come back in some cases to join your party again, or in some cases they simply come back serving as cameos and taking place in the story, having minor roles within the story. I'm going to go ahead and load up another level here, and this is a Sith tomb that you get to much later in the story. And one of the really interesting things about this game compared with Knights of the Old Republic is that you get to start the game as a Jedi. And that was based primarily on consumer feedback. People really wanted to start the game as a Jedi. So you start by picking from one of 3 different Jedi classes. And what you find out really early on in the story is that the events in Knights of the Old Republic have really left the galaxy in a state of turmoil. There are numerous very powerful Sith who are all vying for the title of the Sith Lord. And they've sent out hundreds of Sith assassin and Sith soldiers to hunt down the last of the Jedi. And you find out early on that you actually fall into that category. So, just like in the first game, as you overcome all of these obstacles that are presented to you, you're forced to make moral decisions and choices. And these can push you down the path towards the light side or down the path towards the dark side. But something that's new is that the decisions you make won't only affect your character, they'll actually have the potential to affect the companions that are traveling with you as well. Now, we've added over 60 new feats and force powers into the game. An example here is Force Sight, which allows you to see the life force of living beings around you. It also lets you see those through doors and detect whether they're light or dark side creatures. So for example, the character I'm playing right now is heavily dark side, so I glow very red. And obviously these guys at the end of the hallway are as well. Some other examples of those are Force Confusion,
break the ritual now,
which allows you to turn weaker-minded opponents against each other rather than having them fight you. And Force Crush. And Force Crush is a devastating dark side power. It allows you to suspend an opponent up in the air and crush them with dark side energy. Now, I'll proceed through one of the dialogues in the game here that, of course, sets up the story, which is one of the most important parts of the game. Go ahead and get in a fight with these guys. Now, one of the things that we really thought was just a superbly done thing in Knights of the Old Republic was the lightsaber combat. One of the ways we've tried to improve that is by adding more lightsaber maneuvers and more animations into the game. But not just adding them in, actually tying them to your character's progression as you go through the game. So as you become more powerful in the game, this is reflected in the combat animations that your character uses as they use their lightsaber. So that's it. That's just 2 levels out of the 70 different levels that are going to be available in the game when it ships in February of 2005. It's going to ship on the Xbox and PC simultaneously. And of course, you can play this over in the Xbox booth. There's more to the demo than I've been able to show you here, but that's pretty much it.